We have in attendance today veterans from all different eras, from the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Cold War, the modern wars of Iraq and Afghanistan. There is no set format for your discussions today. The story being presented is at the direction and discretion of the people at the table. Let's insert their stories into the history that you've learned in your history classes, and let's take to heart the life lessons that they are presenting to you and the words of wisdom that they have.
So this is what we call a living history program, where we are putting a face to the history that we talk about in class. So we've talked about the Korean War and the Vietnam War, but we talk about it at a high level of just looking at the big picture. These are the layers of history. These are the stories that make the history that's in our history books. So it's nice for the students to get to actually sit down and talk to somebody who lived and created this history.
It's fun to talk to it takes you back to when you were young. And because nobody ever did this for us.
I think it's great. I mean, these kids are great. I mean, the first group that I had they had a lot of great questions. They were inquisitive. They were attentive, and they loved the history. That's basically what they were looking for, is the learning. They said they like hearing directly from people that are part of history than have a teacher teach them. So they say that they're more hands-on, and I'm a hands-on person myself.
I enjoyed it probably just as much as they did. The questions were good questions. I got to share my life story with them as far as the military goes, and how it was when I was their age.
I really hope that they take that the military is not something to fear, but it can be educational just like anything else.
I think this is a great opportunity, not only for myself and other veterans, but I think it's a great opportunity for the kids. I know they had a lot of questions and a lot of interest about what the service was about. When I grew up, we all knew that because there was mandatory draft. I think nowadays kids don't even think about the service, but it's a great place to start life.
I wanted the kids to take away that every one of us, and I mean every single one of us, is very important to us. But we all love our country, and whether we're a Republican or a Democrat doesn't matter. I mean, we got to come together.
Feel happy that they kept our country safe with their services, and just how they work and stuff, and where they've been, and trying to protect our country, keep our nation safe, keep the world safe for democracy. It's amazing.
But getting stories and actually information from actual veterans and that are willing to talk about it, and I know that takes a lot for them to talk about it, for them to actually talk about it, and you listen and they answer questions, I valued it.
What I'll remember the most is he talked about how a lot of veterans face mental health issues. Around 22 a day commit suicide, and I knew that they did face a lot of issues coming back, but I didn't know it was that bad.
I mean, some people actually said that it was fun to them. That really surprised me because it depends on what area or what war you were in.
It just makes me see how tough and how grateful I am for them. They're going through a lot, and they're just pushing through, and it's just nice to hear.
Some people they enjoy their service, and they benefited off of it, and it really changed their lives.